Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, and welcome to Coffee and Conversations with AMR Elite Realtors with Taylor Properties. I don't know why I was tongue tied this
Don't
morning.
worry about it, Alicia.
So it is May the 9th.
All right now.
And this is very important to say. Today is the last day for early voting in Maryland.
Yeah, so please get out and vote because we need everybody to vote this year.
And it's important because who you vote for also has something to do with the real estate market.
Yes, indeed.
So we just want to make sure we put that out there. So last day, I think the polls close at 7:00.
Yes, and then May the 14th is the day.
Yes, May the 14th is the day to vote. But yes, I say that to start off the whole thing. Well, first of all, I just want to say good morning again. We are so happy that you have joined us this morning for yet another Coffee and Conversations. We enjoy spending our mornings with you all. It's been fun. It's been real.
Yes.
It's been pleasing. It's been informative. I hope you've gotten all that from Coffee and Conversations.
Yes, indeed.
But let's get down to the nitty gritty. We're doing market minutes this morning.
Yes, and we're going to talk about the real estate market because that's what we do. I'm associate broker, and Alicia's associate broker of AMR Elite Realtors with Taylor Properties. And we are the best real estate agents in the DMV.
Yes.
Coming to you live this morning to talk
Say
about
that.
the market.
Say that. Okay. We're going to claim it. We're going to say that. So today's interest rate, when I looked it up this morning, is 7.125%. And the VA, which they consider that the government interest rate, is 6.875.
Now, that's depending on the lender that you go to.
Yes.
We work with some great, credible lenders that can get your rate a little bit lower than that. So you just have to call us if you want to get a better mortgage rate.
Because actually I had a buyer that was being worked on. They were getting their work up, and they had an interest rate quoted to them for 6.9.
Exactly.
And that was a regular FHA loan. So these are what the interest rates are stated, but every lending institution has something different.
And also it also is dependent upon your credit score. So the higher it is, the lower your interest rate that they can probably give you, or money back, or closing help.
Yeah, they can play with the programs.
Exactly.
For you. So don't strive to get. Well, you always want to strive to get the highest interest rate. Credit score you can. But don't think, oh my God, I have to have an 800 and I can get 3%. It doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't work like that.
No,
you still have to go with what the market rate is, and then they just they're able to do different things. It's called points, and it's called lender credits and things like that. But I'm not a lending expert, so what we would do is put you in touch with a lending expert.
They sell you the house,
all that to you.
They sell you the money.
Right, they provide the money.
Keep that in perspective.
So I just wanted to talk about some of the counties in Maryland. So these are the counties that are familiar to us right here in Maryland. So if I don't mention the county that you live in, it's not because we don't love you. We love everyone. Okay.
Everybody.
I don't have any Virginia counties on here. I do apologize for that because I know we do have some Virginia viewers and followers. But we still love you. We love you, Virginia. I'm from Virginia. Love you. Okay. VA all day. All right.
And you're licensed in Virginia.
I'm licensed in Virginia,
all
which
right.
means I should have some numbers on here, right? I apologize.
Next time.
I apologize.
Get it right, Alicia. Get it right.
So, Prince George's County. We always start with Prince George's
County.
My PG
County people.
That's why.
Yes.
Okay, but anyway, we start with Prince George's County. I live in Prince George's County, so I do love Prince George's County, right? So, 30 days, within the last 30 days, when I say active, I mean properties that just were listed on the market for sale. Okay, so that's the first thing. The other thing I'm going to talk about is closed. That means these houses just sold, and all of this is within a 30-day period. Okay. So just listed on the market within the last 30 days of Prince George's County was 568 homes. Sold in the last 30 days in Prince George's County was 675 houses. And I do these numbers so you can see the market is still, people are buying and
the
people
market
are selling.
is on fire.
Yeah.
So do not be dismayed about the interest rate.
Yes.
You marry the mortgage and you date the rate. And people are putting their hat in the ring and they are buying. So, and also they are selling the homes that they live in. And right now, and I think there's more people that are selling the home that they live in, either to downsize or to go up. So there you have it.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping the market right now. So if you're interested in putting your hat in the ring, we need you to call AMR Elite Realtors so that we can help you to do that.
Yes, most definitely.
The best way.
So Charles County, on the market, 30 days, 169 houses.
Not a whole lot of houses.
Closed, 204. Anne Arundel County, 346, just within the 30 days. Sold, 602.
That's right.
That's a lot of sales. So that means buyers are still buying, okay?
Yeah, and sellers are still selling.
Yes. Montgomery County, 537 listed, 888 sold. And Washington, D.C., 1,004 listed.
And 604 sold.
Yes.
So my D.C. people, that's where I'm from. Put your hat in the ring, because if you're interested in selling your home right now, you can get top dollar. So
yeah, there's been multiple offers going in on some of the properties and everything. So, and I know we probably beat this several times. We've talked about this several times to let you know. It's a whole bunch of people saying, "Oh, I don't want to wait for the interest rate to go down." Okay, but this is the thing. You have to look at the prices of properties right now. If you wait for the interest rate to go down, that means the price of the property goes up.
Right.
So if you can afford it now, this is the scenario I give to my buyers. If you're ready to hop into the market now to purchase, there's a lot of things that are for you. What's for you is the mortgage industry right now. If we don't sell houses, then that means the lenders aren't working. So what they're doing is saying, hey, we got to come up with some creative programs.
And lots of programs are being created, but you won't know unless you contact AMR Elite Realtors with Taylor Properties. You will never know.
There are a lot of programs. There's one right now that based on where you currently live, and we had them as a guest on our Coffee and Conversation last month sometime, but based on where you currently live, you're able to get $12,500 toward the purchase of the home, plus another $1,000.
Exactly, and I think they're paying for either the inspection report.
Yeah, that's what that $1,000
and something else. So,
yeah,
I mean, and normally that's an expense that somebody that's buying a home has to pay out of their own pocket.
Right.
But they're paying that for you in addition to the $12,500.
Absolutely. So there are programs out there because they need to be working too. So they're like, hey, we got to come up with something. And so they're making all these programs that are for buyers. Some of them may cater just to first-time home buyers, but there are ones that cater to buyers, period. So this is the time to buy, and you see nobody stopped. For 888 houses were sold in Montgomery County in the last 30 days. That's a lot of houses.
Yes, it is.
That's a lot of houses. Now, there's also these homes that are going up for rent. So, I'm getting rental phone calls, and I'm like, look, are you sure? Because the rental prices are just insane.
Through the roof.
They're insane, and you get no benefit from it. There's no tax benefit. There's no money back. If you get your security deposit back, that's just a security deposit.
Keep it real. When you're renting, you're what? You're paying somebody else's mortgage.
Absolutely.
That's what you're doing. You are paying a mortgage, but it's just not your mortgage.
Absolutely.
So if you keep that in perspective, you would say, well, look, if I can pay this $2,000 a month to rent someone else's home when they're using it to pay their mortgage, then I can buy a home and pay less than that $2,000.
Right.
It's just up to you how you want to do it.
Well, these are the two rental things I pulled up. I just wanted to see what was the cheapest rental price I've seen out there, right? So in Prince George's County, I gotta put my eyes on. They're getting old. I can't see anymore, right?
Man, it happens. It happens.
So in Prince George's County, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 788 square foot condo. They call it a condo, but it's basically an apartment. $1,500 a month. Washington, D.C., a 500 square
and that's
foot.
a bathroom. That's a bathroom.
A 500 square foot. And this wasn't even, it didn't even say, it said 0 for bedrooms and it said 1 for baths.
So that's efficiency.
So it's an efficiency.
That's an efficiency.
It was, and I put the wrong thing here, but it was $1,950. That's how much that rented for.
$2,000.
So an efficiency.
For a bathroom.
You can, yeah, I can
see that.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
God forbid if you have a pet, where is the pet going to sleep?
And there's a pet fee.
Don't tell me that.
There's a pet fee.
I don't need to hear anything more. That's it.
You have to pay a
Come
pet
on,
fee.
please. Stop renting and start buying. Come on, people. We've got to create real
and
estate.
depending on where you go, it's restrictions on what type of pet you can have. So that's why the animal shelters are overwhelmed, because you can't have pets when you have to go rent something.
Let's talk about it. Housing is a grave problem right now in our society. No matter where you live, it's almost as if there's not enough places to stay that are affordable for the people that are trying to either rent or buy.
Yeah.
So we have to make sure that we, educate you the right way, so that if you actually can buy, then buy. Don't go out and rent, because a lot of times you find yourself paying more buying than more renting than you would buying.
Yeah.
But the down payment, if that's a problem, find a lender that will help you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's ways around that.
You can
but
get
you
gift
have to
funds.
think about that. Exactly.
Everybody don't have a rich auntie, a rich uncle, but
exactly.
I mean, you can pull that money together, and that can help.
And what I'm seeing now is a lot of multi-family situations where it's the mom, the dad, and maybe the children, and they are buying together. And that makes a whole lot of sense, because if the two children pay rent of $1,500, well, that's $3,000 right there.
Right.
And then if the parents, even if they get, let's say they get Social Security, and that's another $2,000 a month. Well, think about the kind of mortgage. If you add that $2,000 plus that $3,000, that means you can actually afford a mortgage that's about $4,000 a month.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know how much of a house you can get for $4,000 a month? At every bit of 2,700 square feet.
Right. Well, if you look now, most of the new constructions are doing multi-generational homes.
They are. Because people are moving together
it's the way
to help with the expenses, as opposed to it just being separate and one person owning a house.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's been a big thing. But as I explained to, one of my buyers just recently, I explained to them, if you can afford to buy a house now, right? So I'm just going to use throw some numbers out there. None of these numbers, they make sense, but they don't make sense. Okay, so don't hold me to these numbers.
And it's too early to talk about too many numbers,
right.
So please.
Right. So I said, let's say you get a house now, and your house, of course I wouldn't do this to my client, but your mortgage payment is $5,000 because your interest rate is 7%, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you stay in it for a year or two. Interest rate drops to 5%. You have equity in the house.
Exactly.
Okay, because the price of the property just went up. You have equity in the house, but you also have a 5% interest rate that you can refinance to. So what's to say if you refinance and that mortgage payment goes down to $2,500? So look, you had $5,000 and it was okay. You weren't struggling. You were paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
But now you just refinanced at $2,500. You living life like it's golden. Although you still got a mortgage payment, but
it's much cheaper.
Look at the scenario
Marry
of how
mortgage,
it works right now for a buyer.
Right.
To me, not a bad time to buy. It's not a bad time to buy at all. And apparently a lot of these buyers get it, because it's a whole bunch on this paper that are still buying.
And it's a whole lot of people interested in buying. So we want to tap into that market and let you know that don't think that you cannot do it. Because I've helped a lot of people to purchase their first homes, and they also thought they could not do it until we got to the settlement table. And that's just such a great feeling, because it can happen. If you're ready, it can happen.
Yeah. Now, a lot of sellers, there's sellers that are scared to sell. They're like, oh, no. Nobody's going to buy the house. I got to do all this work to it. I got to do this. There's a lot of complaining. But guess what? If you put it out there,
as long as you don't overprice it, we can sell it.
Yeah.
Now, if you want $1 million for a house that nothing in the area has sold for $300,000, don't call me. I can't help you. I really can't, because then you're being unrealistic, and we have to work, and we have to work out what has sold recently in your area to kind of give you a current market analysis that's true of what you can get and representative of the area.
That's
so
true.
Please,
yes.
If you have unrealistic expectations when you're selling your home, trust me, and you have it listed at a price higher than what is sold in that area, you know one's going to come see it.
Especially if it's astronomically high.
Exactly.
Okay.
And no, it has to. We have to look at the market around the house. Something in that area have to have sold for the amount that you price it at.
Yeah.
Otherwise, when you get the appraisal, what happens?
It doesn't appraise, and then you're like, what?
And then you're pissed off at everybody. So basically, don't do it. Market the house and let somebody do a current market analysis of it, and make sure that the number that you pick to market your house at is realistic.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that that's been happening is there are a lot of sellers or homeowners that are struggling with the mortgage payments, but they won't say anything.
Right.
So they're either sitting and letting it get to the point that it's almost about to foreclose, or they just don't say anything. I mean, just not saying anything. Well, we're here to let you know there are options.
You have options, but if you wait too late, your options are few and slim.
Yeah.
And far in between.
Yeah.
So call us. Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Let's see what we can do.
Don't sit there and beat yourself up, because I'm gonna tell you the worst thing in the world is to come around the corner and see your stuff set out, because these banks, they don't care.
No, they don't.
They will set your furniture and everything that you own outside, and you're thinking, okay, I'm good. Then you got
and
people
that's
doing bankruptcy.
No, then you have us running to the courthouse steps. Please.
Right, running to the courthouse steps.
I don't run well or fast enough
right.
to make that stop. I'm gonna tell you, I don't run that fast.
Right.
I mean, I'm working on it. I work out and everything, but I don't run that fast. But if you need some help, if you're in a pickle, call us. Let's talk about it. Let's see what we can do. Let's do a current market analysis. Let's see whether or not you're able to sell before they're actually,
right, to
able
sell, to move to something else comfortably, or
maybe you want a condo instead of a house.
Yeah, we have modification experts. We have short sale experts. We got a couple of different things
that we can put you in touch with.
Because you got to think about it like this: if you're in a home and you're having a hard time making that mortgage payment, and let's say that mortgage payment is $1,800, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now you not said a word to anyone. You let the house foreclose. Now you got to find a place to rent. You're not going to find anything for $1,800.
And not only that though, once that hits your credit report, that's the problem.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're running into this quite a bit. Alicia has quite a few clients that are,
that are struggling.
Yes, but you got to talk to us before. We can't help you if you don't tell us. I always say closed mouths never get fed, but we can't feed you the information if you don't call us and reach out to us and see what kind of help is out there. Because even if we can't, we can refer you to somebody else that maybe
Absolutely. Can. As realtors, we have a plethora of people. Like, it's a whole network of us. We're supposed to network and be able to service anything that's real estate related. So house, mortgage payment, default, all of that is real estate related. Come to us. We don't judge. We don't judge. Okay? No. That's not what we're here for. We're here to help.
How many years do you have in the business?
23.
Okay, and I have 13 plus. Guess what? We've seen it on every level. The market changes. Sometimes there's no foreclosure. Sometimes there's a whole lot of foreclosures. Sometimes there's a whole lot of short sales. This market I see is turning into a short sale situation or foreclosure situation. Yeah. And what it is that it's just a wait situation.
Some of us have a personal experience.
Exactly. So nobody is exempt here.
Absolutely.
But we want to be open to help you. But you got to call us. You got to call us and let's talk about it.
Absolutely. So that was good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's good conversation. Yes. I think it needed to be heard.
We're out there for everybody.
Yeah, we have to be transparent. Nobody's perfect.
Nobody.
And we all need help. And sometimes we're just afraid to ask for help. But that's what we're here for, to help.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
So we do have a couple of homes on the market right now.
Yes.
AMR, Elite Realtors does.
Yes.
And I'm just going to discuss. I'm going to take two. You can tell the one that you have. I have 102 St. Ives Place in Oxon Hill, Maryland. It's the flats at the National Harbor. It was built in 2023.
All right, that's new.
It's that high rise.
All right.
It's a two-bedroom.
I need to look at that.
Oh, it's nice. It's nice. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,624 square feet, and it's listed for $665.
That's a big number.
It's not, but you know what? It is big. But that number is the market rate over there for the National Harbor.
The National Harbor. Yeah,
you're looking
not
right
getting
over.
cheap over there.
Oh, you can see the Ferris wheel when they do their.
And then whenever they have the performances and the events,
right by the
you don't
MGM,
have to worry about parking. You can walk to it.
Right by the MGM, you get to see everything right there from the window.
That's really nice.
It has a very nice view.
That's really nice.
And that's some of those places over there a lot more.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a good investment for someone that maybe doesn't live in the area, and you can Airbnb it. It's not a bad idea.
But I wondered that they may not allow that. Though. I don't know.
We'll check into it.
Call us.
Yeah.
Call us.
The other one I have is 1270 Palmer Road, Fort Washington, Maryland. Not too far from the harbor. Once again,
okay.
It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, just recently renovated townhome condo.
Okay.
The condo fees are not really high, which is good. but it's in a nice neighborhood, and that one is listed for 400,000.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so you guys, anybody interested in that National
I saw
Harbor
that. We did a coffee and
area?
conversation over
We
there.
did do a coffee and conversation there.
Yeah.
Yep,
Most
yep.
definitely.
Shows very well, good, great condition. They did new AC units and HVAC, the furnace, um,
Oh, some
all
good
that stuff.
upgrades.
Yeah, so they upgraded the things that needed to be upgraded. I
Okay.
think they did the roof and things like that.
And I have 95 Camden Circle in La Plata, Maryland. That property is going for 400,000. It's a 2-bedroom, 2 full bath on the walk-in level, and then there's an unfinished basement. And the unfinished basement is huge. Now, this is in a restricted neighborhood. It's 55 and over, but there's a lot of people looking, and a lot of the homes that are 55 and over in the Waldorf and La Plata area are over 400,000. This house is built in 2019. It was sold in 2021. It's in Hawthorne Green, and it is beautiful.
Well, a lot of them don't have the basement space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this one, you have the ability to make another bedroom in the bottom area and another bathroom, and it's already spec'd out. So the only thing it needs is drywall.
So it has a rough end?
Yeah.
Ah.
It has a rough end. So this house, even though it is 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, it can be made into 3 bedrooms or 4 bedrooms, however you choose, and it can turn into 3 full bathrooms and 3 bedrooms. So you got to come check it out. It's 95 Camden Circle. It's a beautiful home. And you're going to love it. You're going to love it. So make sure you make your showing for that property today. 55 and over now. If you're 40, you can't buy there. If you're 39, you can't buy there. But if you're 55 and you're looking for your forever home,
yeah,
this can be it.
And they have amenities and everything.
Oh, yes. They have a swimming pool. They have a room where you can rent it to actually do different activities. Say you want to have a baby shower for one of your relatives, you can rent that area to have an event at. So definitely, it's a lot of things. And I believe that the HOA for the area is about $180 or $190 approximately. So a lot of the new 55 and over communities is over $200 a month.
Oh, okay.
So it's more affordable. And so you come on out, 95 Camden Circle. It's a nice property.
I'm not there yet, but I almost have.
Hey.
And they're making these 55 and over communities really
nice. This neighborhood is absolutely Hawthorne Green. Yeah. A lot of people know about it.
It's very nice.
Very nice homes in that area. Some of them are single family and some of them are attached. This one is attached, but it also has a 1-car garage. So and then 2 spaces behind that 1-car garage. So if you have 3 cars, you have enough room to park there. So
now that's just some of our in-house listings, but there's several different houses out there. I guarantee you call and say, hey, I'm looking for this, and this. We'll find it.
We'll find it.
We'll find it. But I'm excited too because I wanted everybody to know about our housing fair 2024. Get excited. So we are hosting a housing fair on July the 6th at 10 a.m. at Alexander Memorial Baptist Church. It's located at 10675 Crane Highway.
Come on and go to church with us.
The flyers will be going out and everything so that you can, get your tickets. They're on Eventbrite. And it'll be, it'll be fun. We'll have some fun things to do, some giveaways.
We're going to have some
like
food,
that.
fun.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about you purchasing your first home or selling the home that you currently own.
Yep. So these are some of the things that I plan to take place. We're going to have a title company representative there to discuss like transferring the property. Everybody always has questions about the transfer and how they take their name. But we've noticed a lot more probates lately. So what a probate is if you have a loved one that passes away and has a home, you have to go through this court process in order to sell the house or sometimes even just to keep the house. So we have a title person that's going to tell us, how you should handle that, how you should prepare for it ahead of time so that probate isn't so exhausting because it could be draining. You're trying to mourn and you can't mourn because you're dealing with this situation. So
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then we have a financial planner who will be there to kind of talk to you along the same lines, but to tell you how to financially plan for your purchase or to help your children financially plan for a purchase. This is for all ages.
Exactly.
Anybody that's just coming out of, college, they're start trying to figure out, what do I do with these student loans so I can be able to purchase a house? So this is
once you get them out of default,
yeah,
you can buy. I mean, whatever arrangement that you make, just make that arrangement.
Yeah.
And I think after so many months, 6 months or more, then you're able to buy. But you have to
on
start
time.
paying them.
Yeah.
You can't just act like they don't exist and try to purchase a home.
Yeah.
Because with FHA, they're going to check prior to you going to closing to see whether or not you owe any federal programs.
Absolutely.
And that's definitely something that you don't want. You want to be able to get to closing. So
Right.
if you have student loans, I would say pay attention to them and call them, set up some type of arrangement, and then we're able to go to the settlement table. But other than that, you know.
But the financial planner will be there to discuss that. But we're
Yeah.
also going to have a mortgage lender
Exactly.
that will give you more information. It's not going to be just talk to. It's question, answer. That's what we do
Right.
at our housing fair.
Education and knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
If you have that power when you go out there and make that purchase, then you're making a informed purchase. You're
Yes.
not going out there with your eyes closed.
And that's one of the things that we really push for is educating our clients.
Exactly.
I think most of my clients, once I'm done, they feel like they can go be a real estate agent as well.
Come on, join
Because
AMR Elite Realtors with Taylor
Because
Properties.
I'm giving them so much information
Exactly.
to go on. So when somebody comes to them and says, "Hey, you can't do that," they're like, they already know.
Exactly. Knowledge is power.
They already know. So we're also going to have a solar representative there.
Mhm.
So part of the reason I'm having a solar representative there is because Maryland is trying to push an initiative that by a certain year, I want to say they said like 2052, that everybody will be solar. And if that's the case, I feel like we need to get on board now, because once they say it's required, the prices go up.
Right.
So we're able to like try to get the information that we need now. For solar.
I think solar is a great idea.
Yeah.
I think that, it's
You
for
just need the
energy
info.
conservation.
Yeah.
We just have to make an informed one. You just have to go to the right company as well.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of solar companies that are not the best.
Well,
And
some
so-
of them have been weaned out.
Right.
So, but I know I saw a article that I don't know if it said the Biden administration, but something that happened Q7 or Q10 or I can't remember what it was,
familiar.
but they stopped paying for coal. They said they were going to stop coal production.
Yeah.
Well, if you stop coal production, that's going to cause a problem, which means we're going to need solar power in order to have energy.
Exactly.
So it's a lot of things that's going on, and you really got to stay abreast of what is going on in the world, because it all affects everything that affects the economy. Also affects the housing.
Exactly.
market.
And if you have solar panels and you have a home and you have those on there,
Yeah.
it's also a little bit different when you sell your house. So
Yeah.
we're going to make sure that we get the representative to talk about that, so that you know what is required when you sell your house and they have solar panels. Because some
Absolutely.
people need to know that too.
Absolutely.
It's not just a regular sale. The person that actually is purchasing your home has to be able to qualify for those solar panels.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that they don't really know. So that's why we want to make sure somebody does.
And the smart way to get
All
solar
that.
panels is to make money off of the solar panels and to be able to get energy credits.
Absolutely.
So we're also going to ask about that. So we need you to be in the house for that fair.
July the
That
6th.
housing fair is going to be very important for people that own a home, people that want to buy a home, and people that want to sell a home. So come out and get some free
It's
knowledge.
for everybody. It's
Exactly.
for everybody. So we'll have other industry partners there, and we just hope that you'll be there. Again, Housing Fair 2024, put on by AMR Elite Realtors LLC, Alexander Memorial Baptist Church, 10675 Crane Highway, Upper Marlboro, Maryland. And it'll start at 10 a.m. And I am ready and excited to see you. But Juanita, it has been a great discussion this morning. I think we gave you guys a lot of info.
That's right.
I hope you enjoyed your info.
Exactly.
And then who are we?
We are reliable realtors providing
Exceptional service.
no need to go far. Come on down to AMR. We love you guys.
Thanks again for joining us. It's always a pleasure. I was on TikTok live today, so hey, TikTok.
What's
thank
up,
you.
TikTok people? We love you too.
All right, you all have a good one. Be blessed. See you next time.
Bye-bye.